Hi, I'm Jem, and if you want to master how to Royal Champion, you're in the right place. We will be reviewing the best times to choose what promotion, introduce 3 mini decks, one for each of our promotions, go over our best and worst hero matchups, and general tips and tricks to master this champion of the Spear and Shield. So let's jump right into it. The Royal Champion is a single target ranged unit with attack damage at 3, attack speed at 1.2, HP at 35, and 6 energy cost. This ranks her second in attack damage, tied with Countess, tied for second in attack speed with 7 other heroes, tied for last place in HP with the Grand Warden, and second again for lowest energy cost. With a vertical 5-tile range, the RC prioritizes enemy units starting in the middle column second row. If the RC is moved to the corner tiles, she will not target the front center enemy unit anymore. It is important to consider the initial targeting and positioning of your minis in order to win the match. Her super unleashes her shield and hits for 12 damage, stuns for 0.5 seconds, then bounces to 2 units within a 3-tile range after the first enemy. Keep in mind that if there is no other mini within a 3-tile range, then the Royal Champion super will not bounce to any other target, effectively losing out on 66% of her potential total damage output. One extra target and longer stun. You want to choose this promotion in 3 scenarios. Scenario number 1. The enemy has 4 or more units total in play. Since this promotion increases the target count by 1, if the enemy team has 4 or more units in play, this is a good option. Scenario number 2. The enemy mini team is generally tanky, has a lot of shields, or is reliant on a carry unit. If you are unable to finish off units completely, it's better off to stun them for an extended period of time. Scenario number 3. You built your own mini team around using the Royal Champion as a CC bot. The team setup I like to use with promotion number 1 is to create a continuous CC chain to keep the enemy units from using their abilities or creating shields. Starting from lowest to highest elixir cost, Knight, for taunting backline units and to help Mega Knight get first super off. Lumberjack, included to rage up team. Valkyrie, chosen for her anti-heal ability and another frontline. Villager, the 40% increased attack speed is a must for the ability-reliant Royal Champion. And finally, Mega Knight, the CC King. I would especially choose this promotion against the Grand Warden, Archer Queen, and Countess. Round 1, I like to start with a Villager or Mega Knight depending on the hero matchup. Round 2, I would prioritize the Villager +1 attack upgrade and Mega Knight's larger area stun upgrade. Lumberjack is the main bread and butter of this comp, with his 3rd upgrade giving immediate rage to your minis. But upgrading him takes priority after you build your frontline up a bit. Make sure to add Knight in to taunt backline ranger units like the Magic Archer so your Mega Knight can get off his first stun easier. Valkyrie is used as a tech option in case the enemy hero is Natureborn or uses Countess Promotion 3 or is healing centric. Promotion number 2. Boast +3 super damage and continuous super chain off kill. Promotion number 2 turns the RC into your main carry. Reliant on being able to kill at least one enemy each super in order to snowball her shield damage each time, this promotion should be chosen in only one scenario. You are confident in being able to kill their team one by one. If your RC is unable to chain her supers for some reason, albeit shields or healing most likely, it will leave the Royal Champion vulnerable, as it will take a couple of attacks to recharge a new super. But if that happens, then it would have been smarter to use the first promotion for the longer stuff. Long story short, if the enemy mini comp is reliant on healing or shields, choose the first promotion, not this one. The team comp I recommend for Promotion 2 include units that have high DPS and can damage the backline so the RC is set up for success to continually super. From lowest to highest elixir cost, Archer, a low-cost backline unit needed for 2 Ranger. Knight, your resident low-cost taunter. Hog Rider. A great CC in the backline and second upgrade synergizes well with Prince Stun. Musketeer. Used to push and pile enemy minis in the back rows, making it easy for RC Super to bounce multiple times. Prince. A great stunner and can do a lot of damage to backline units. After all minis are on the board, the active traits are 4 Royal, 2 Clan, 2 Rider, and 2 Ranger. The general plan is to start with placing your Archer and Musketeer for 2 Ranger, adding in Knight and upgrading him when needed as he is your only frontline unit. In the later rounds, activate the 4 Royal trait with the Prince, targeting any exposed backline minis. Finally, add in the Hog Rider to target any carry units and assist the Prince in infiltrating the backline. Prioritize first Hog Rider upgrade and third Prince upgrade to keep the enemies disrupted. If all goes well, your RC should be able to consecutively super the enemies after being damaged from the Prince-Hog combo. Promotion number 3, Boast Attack +1. Promotion 3 in Royal Champion's second boast ability is a pick viable mainly for Rumble mode. Consider using the other 2 promotions before this one. Choosing this promotion is the riskiest of the 3, since in the case that you are unable to win the round and defeat a lot of enemy minis, the Royal Champion will not gain enough Attack +1 boast stacks to be a significant threat to the enemy team. And you will have wasted your 1 hero promotion for that match. If this is still the promotion of your choice, it is highly recommended to promote in the earlier rounds so the Royal Champion can gain as many boast stacks as possible. The team comp for this promotion is as follows. Royal Recruit, a low-cost frontliner with the Royal tag. Villager, plus 40% attack speed to hero is just solid. Musketeer, another Royal unit and CC stun provider. P.E.K.K.A., a high damage dealing frontline unit. Royal Ghost, a high damage unit provided the enemy is isolated. The classes for this comp are 4 Royal and 2 Specialist. This bunch of minis seem unlikely to work well together, especially with the relatively high average elixir cost. The main strategy of this comp is to have Royal Ghost's clash ability invis the P.E.K.K.A. and the Royal Recruit in the front row. Doing this separates the enemy units usually, allowing the Royal Champion to pick off low health units and start building her boast stacks. I would prioritize P.E.K.K.A. upgrade 1 for the consistent double damage, Villager upgrade 1 for the +1 attack, and Royal Ghost upgrade 1 for the isolation damage. Upgrade Musketeer if your backline is targeted, and Royal Recruit if your frontline is dying too quickly. Of all the mini decks, I had the most fun playing this one, as it cheeses the opponent a lot more often than you would expect. Watching the P.E.K.K.A. get free swings off on the enemy frontline is worth every elixir spent on this combo. But be aware, this is the most inconsistent comp out of all 3 introduced today. When facing the other heroes, it really comes down to 2 main questions. A, is that hero ability, healing, or shield reliant? If the answer is yes, then choose promotion 1 99% of the time. If the answer is no, then B, are the enemy minis squishy? If yes, choose promotion 2. If no, choose promotion 3. On screen now is a table that summarizes what promotion I recommend when facing every hero. These are general things to note, so if you have any other opinions or things I forgot, leave a comment and I'd be happy to address it. In my experience, the hardest matchups for Royal Champion are Pink Fury and Natureborn, while the easiest matchups are Skeleton King and Wavemaster. How to play against the Royal Champion. Since the Royal Champion is reliant on her super for dealing burst damage and stunning enemies, using minis that can drain energy such as the Miner, Mini P.E.K.K.A., or Bandit can stall her super. Keeping the Royal Champion CC'd with stuns or slowed is also an option. If you have access to the Apprentice Monk, his silence will also do the trick. When facing the Royal Champion, she is most likely to be positioned as far back as possible, so any units that can reach the enemy's back row are a good choice. A solid combo is running 2 riders, Prince and Hog Rider. Both have stuns that can reach the Royal Champion and any minis in the backline. This also happens to be the earliest rider units unlockable, starting with Hog Rider at Rare and Prince at Epic. Recall that Royal Champion Super has a 3-tile bounce limit, so deciding where to position your units is crucial to winning this matchup. By keeping my Mega Knight more than 3 spaces away from my other minis, the enemy Royal Champion Super will not bounce and is unable to reach my backline minis. How to play as the Royal Champion. Now you may be thinking, if the Royal Champion Super is counterable just by positioning, she must be hard to win with if your opponent understands to keep their units 3 tiles apart from each other. To counter this strategy, use the Knight to taunt and bring the enemy units forward in order to bring them within 3 tiles of each other. Another strategy to help make sure your super will hit multiple targets is to use the Royal Ghost ability to make your frontline go invisible. This makes it so the enemy minis will have to walk forward for the first few seconds of the battle, more than likely bringing them within 3 tiles of each other, allowing your Royal Champion to get some nasty supers off. And finally, when deciding to move your Royal Champion for each match, I make sure she is targeting a squishy mini if promotion 2, and if promotion 1, an enemy mini that is within 3 tiles of other enemies. That's about it for this guide, and I hope these Royal Champion tips help you on your journey to Mythic Legend. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. Gem and Clash out.